did something I promised I would never do, and now I have to suffer the consequences. You guys, this is a really hard video for me because a lot of you out there know that what I'm about to do is something that I promised I never would. And doing this means a lot of different things for me. There's a lot of repercussions to doing this, and I'm actually really nervous to do it because it's just been a long-standing rule here on my channel. And the thing that I did, a lot of you are going to be really surprised, I think, because I've been going around saying I would never do this for a really, really long time. But you know, the call just, it came and it was the right time, and the circumstances just worked out, and so I did it. I finally just did it. I bought 4 Monster High dolls. 4 of them. 4 of them. And there they are. And if you don't know, you don't know, the way it took me 10 minutes to get through that intro without laughing. But the reason I haven't, up until this point, collected Monster High is purely for space reasons. I just really don't have the space for it, and I still don't have the space now. So where am I gonna put these dolls? I don't know. I had a bunch of credit card points. I got myself a little gift card. Amazon was having like a massive sale, and I got all of these dolls for under $20. Not all of them together, but each doll under $20. I just thought like it was a really good deal. I couldn't pass it up. There's more on the list, mind you, but these were like the 4 that like I had been like pining over. Like I'd see them in places and I'd be like, oh, she's so good, she's so beautiful, I love her, but no, because I don't have any space. The siren song became too strong. It was stopped being a siren song and it was just shrieking in my head. You need it, you need it, you need it. And you know I have no impulse control, so here we are. We have 4 Monster High dolls here, and let me show them off better. We got Catty Noir, her core doll. I love Catty. She is absolutely stunning. She's absolutely gorgeous. We've got one of the many Draculaura core dolls. I don't know which one. I can't remember. I can't keep them straight in my mind, but I love this one. She's got like a little witch hat. I love a witch hat. And I love that she's a vampire and a witch. So like, love her. And she's even better in person than what I imagined. And then this one I've really been pining over, the Monster Fest Clawdeen. I have a real hard-on for Clawdeen, and I'll talk more about it like when I get the dolls open. I'm not gonna review them proper. We're just gonna look at them, we're gonna talk about them in reference to me. Because it's my channel and I've made this egregious error. I don't know, I'm just like completely obsessed with Clawdeen. Like if I could, I'd probably just have all of the Clawdeen dolls because every single one of them is a doll that I love. The last but not least here, this is a doll that I've almost bought like 10 times, I'm not gonna lie. Like every time I saw her and these pants, I was like, oh, but I need the pants, but no, I don't have any space. Then I saw her in like TJ Maxx and she was like on sale. I like held her in my hands and I looked at her for like a really long time and said, oh, no space. And so I just didn't get her. And so she's one I've been pining over for quite a while. And I mean, obviously, these are not new. Everybody's seen these. Everybody probably owns these. But for me, this is a new experience because I've never had a G3 Monster High doll. Now I'm gonna get into it a little bit before I open the dolls. It's not that I wasn't into G1. I thought that like theming wise and like the idea of it, like a monster doll, I liked all of that. But there was something about the proportions of the dolls themselves that like never quite clicked for me. Like I like to do repaints on them because the size of the head was really fun to repaint on. But like the little twiggy bodies, like, I don't know, it just never really worked for me. And like I of course had my favorites in G1, which we'll talk through as I open these dolls, but they weren't these. These were not my favorites in G1. So it was interesting to me, like the switch in my brain that flipped to like decide that these were the ones that I loved. Moving on from there, like I didn't collect them. I didn't have them. I got like a bunch of like junk ones that I bought a lot off of eBay that I repaint on, and that's kind of it. Also, there's that one with the 2 heads. I bought her every single year, as long as they had her on Amazon, to give away at Christmas time to the children because I loved them. I just thought they were cool. They were unique. So that's like kind of my experience with Monster High in the past. This is going to be a controversial yet brave opinion. You can probably already guess what it is. I think G3 is better than G1. And I know that like they're probably not, because I clickbaited the whole video. So they won't even know what this is about. But if any like G1 stands come here right now, they're probably gonna rip me to shreds. And I see your point. The theming, the styling, the notion, the newness of it all when it first came out. Like, yes, I understand your point, but I also think aesthetically these dolls are better. And so that's all I have to say about my previous experience with Monster High. I'm gonna open all these dolls off camera because I think it's gonna take a while. We'll look at them, we'll talk about them in relation to me, why they were important to me, why I wanted these specific ones, and that'll be the video for today. And where am I gonna put these? No clue, but here we are, and this is the way it is. I got them all out of the packaging, and I mean, they've surpassed my expectations. I don't understand how this is a product that we get from Mattel, but Barbie is also a product we get from Mattel. How much these retail for? $20, $25? I feel like the market quality difference in these versus Barbie is like extreme for the price point. But that's fine. Let's take a look at Lagoona here first. The selling point for me on Miss Lagoona here, what is this, her core refresh? I like her original core doll too a lot. I love her outfits. Or these pants. I don't know why. I just think that they're such a unique and fun style. They like remind me of jellyfish, which I feel like is the point. But Lagoona for me in G1 wasn't a doll that I even thought about because I didn't like her. I thought her like grayish blue skin was kind of an ugly color, and like her name is Lagoona Blue, so it makes sense that she's blue, but I never liked the color of her skin. And I also like didn't like her face. There was something about it. I mean, it was kind of fish-like, which makes sense for the character, but like, I don't know, I just prefer this face. I think she still looks like sort of sweet. I don't know. I just, look at her face. Look at the makeup they did on her. I don't know what. I don't know why. I just think that she's absolutely gorgeous. She's absolutely stunning. The bag detail, outstanding. The sneaker detail, these are like for me. And I love Lagoona's legs, we know. When I bought my my Furby Monster High hybrid, I picked a Lagoona because I liked the legs the best. I don't know, she's outstanding. But yes, beautiful saran hair. Could use a little washy wash, but it's not that bad, really. So as I said in the intro, this was a doll that I had looked at in many stores and just said, no, I'll pass. I don't have the space. But you know, the credit card points were there. It was like free because the money like didn't exist. It's not real money, right? And the sale price, let me talk about the sale price. I believe I paid $17.99 for her. And honestly, for that price, I can't believe what I got here. I'm honestly blown away by the way that she looks. I'm blown away with the styling. Obviously, like, the monster theme appeals to me because I'm weird and these dolls are kind of weird. It's a natural progression, isn't it? A person like me wanting to collect these dolls. We'll make space for you, baby, don't worry. And I'm sure you've seen it 1,000 times because these dolls aren't new, they're just new to me. She comes with this fish. I know it has a name. I don't know the name because I haven't watched the show yet, but now that I have some of the dolls, I've given myself permission to consume the media. And then there's an accessory pack. It just has like really cute stuff. I know these come with a lot of food accessories and nobody knows why, but I think it's kind of fun and funny, so like, yay. The next one we have here is my vampire witch baby. Now you know, if you've been around, I love a witch. This elastic is holding her arm in that position, that's fine for now. I love a witch, but I've recently come around to vampires. I was never that into them, but then I read Discovery of Witches and I got kind of into vampires too. You know, as a vampire and a witch, obviously we needed Miss Drac. Now this particular Drac, I don't know what it is about her. I think it's the witch hat, honestly, that like really sold me on her. I love the split dye hair. She was one that was always sort of middle of the road for me in G1. It was her face. There was something about her face. Oh, and I didn't even mention the fact that they're doing different body types is one of the things that really made me want to collect these dolls, because as I said in the intro, I never really liked that like weird little skinny sway back body that the G1s had. And I love seeing like a height difference in my doll display. Like I just think that's so cute. I love seeing a petite, which we're the same, she and I love seeing a petite girl. I love seeing like a regular height. I love that they changed sort of the standard body just to be a little thicker and a little less sway back. I just like it more. I prefer it. I just like the way it looks better. I think it's proportionally better for my eye. And I think the head looks a lot nicer on a body like this. But these, of course, are my opinions. You don't have to have my opinions. In fact, if you disagree with me entirely, please comment down below and we can have a discussion. I love talking about dolls, and I'll talk about them any way that I can. This little Drac body, I love it so much because she's short and petite like me. She's a little curvier. I love to see that. I just love the shape of her, really. That was part of the appeal for sure. I also love this outfit. The pleather outfit. I love the mesh sleeves, her little coffin earrings. Like, are you kidding me? She was just one I had my eye on for a while, you know, like every time she'd like pop up, I'd be like, oh, she's so beautiful. I want her, but I can't because I have no space. Look at the collar too. I love that. Okay. And so that's Drac for me. Always middle of the road in G1, moving to the top of my favorites list in G3. And here's her critter. I think it's a cat. It has a bow. That's actually so cute. Like, why are we getting so many things with these and we don't get anything with Barbie? Somebody explain it. And this is her accessory pack, which I love because she has like a grimoire in here. And obviously sunscreen because she's a vampire. And like her little food thing, like look at this. It fell open in the box, but like it opens and it has like weird little witch vampire food in it. A little bat. So cute. Love that. I would go as far as to say that I didn't like Clawdeen in G1. Not only did I just like not think about her like I did with Lagoona, but I didn't even like Clawdeen in G1. And now she's gone from a character that I didn't like to my favorite character, because every time I see one of her dolls, I think it's the most beautiful thing I've ever seen. And this one was my favorite of all of the Clawdeen dolls. Obviously, it's the styling. I love the Monster Fest theme. It's probably one of my favorite lines that they did. I kind of wish there were more characters in it. I'm gonna say something that I think could get me in trouble because I've seen it get people in trouble in the past. I don't like Frankie. I don't like G1 Frankie at all. I prefer G3 Frankie to G1 Frankie. Monster Fest Frankie is the only Frankie that I've seen that I like. Quick editing note here. I'm talking specifically, stylistically, Frankie's dolls, not Frankie the character. I quite like Frankie the character. Don't come for me, okay? But it's the styling for me on her. I love her like little like crystal crown here. Her moon little pendant that hangs down over her head. Look at this bag. Okay, she's giving like, you know, like California sort of witch in the desert vibes, and like that's like my vibe. Like if I could be anything, it would be California witch in the desert. And I love just like, she always has sort of a celestial theme to her because, you know, she's a wolf howling at the moon. And I don't know, I just, every time I see one of her, she's the one for me. And look at her makeup in this one. She's got like little star freckles on the face. I don't know. I feel like with this particular line, they like really hit the theme and did like a really good job on it in like a G1 way. You know what I mean? You see what I'm saying? Because that was my favorite part of G1, the way they would choose a theme and hit it hard almost every time. Her little accessory pack. She's got this. So she's got a big pair of sunnies, a pass to the fest, and I don't know what this is. What is it? A camera? Oh, it's a camera. That's so cute, and it's moon themed. Are you kidding me? It's got a little wolf paw and a star and a moon. And this is more accessories. It looks like she has 2 bracelets that I'll pull out of there to put on her. And there's like, what is that? A plate of nachos and like obviously a drink. And it has a wolf howling at the moon on the back. Are you kidding? And then there's this. I just liked that. I thought it was cool. A little piece of cardboard with some Monster Fest art on it. Love. They're taking me out, honestly. Like, I don't know why I waited so long. Like, it's weird because my like general doll collection is like very peoply, and generally I like my dolls to be peoply, right? And that's what it was for like a really long time. And then the Rainbow Highs sort of entered the picture and it got a little less peoply, and like through the Rainbow Highs it became even more diverse. I started really liking the anime dolls, just like adding like cute little things. I just like cute little things. Like, as a self-proclaimed weird girl who enjoys the creep, I just don't understand what took me so long to pick one of these up. Like, yes, there's a space problem, but I can get another shelf. It's not like I'm going crazy. I mean, I guess 4 dolls at once is kind of crazy. Cleo was one of my favorites in G1. Like, if I could choose probably one doll, it would have been Cleo. I loved her every time, but this time I don't like her as much. Like, every once in a while I see Cleo and I'm like, she's the one. Doesn't appeal to me as much as she did in G1. My other favorite G1 character was Ghoulia, and like, what did they make one doll of her and it was butt ugly? So like, I don't know what happened there, but we're gonna move on to another character who I like actually hated in G1, but like is definitely top for me now, and that's of course Miss Catty Noir here. What they did with her for me is just absolutely outstanding. I love this doll, I love this character, I love her makeup, I think it's so cute. I love the ombre lip on her. I love everything about this doll. Like, honestly, she blows my mind in styling and everything, but one of the most appealing features of this doll to me is the shape of this body. I just think it is so cute, and I love seeing this shape represented in doll form. I think it's outstanding. She reminds me of, is Lizzo canceled? Did she get canceled for something? Because like, the vibe of her reminds me of that, and I just think that Lizzo's got a cute vibe. I don't listen to her music or know much about her, but I just think her vibe is cute, and I love that she plays the flute. So like, I don't know, am I gonna get canceled for saying that Lizzo is cute? I don't know, but like, that's like what the style of this doll reminds me of, and I love that so much. Catty was a character I actually hated in G1. Like, I didn't like her at all, but I feel like the glow up they gave to her in G3 is just impeccable and outstanding. Some features of this doll, I was kind of already talking about them. Obviously, I love the makeup. The ombre lip really gets me good. She's got plastic in her hair. I love that all these dolls have saran. I know the ones from the Skullette don't, but I love this little plastic like bolero. I think it was a divisive piece, but I love a plastic moment if I'm being honest, and it's done well, and I feel like this is done really well. I think her dress with the shattered mirror is super cool. I love like the contrast of the silver and the pink. I love her dark skin complexion, and I love that the pink like really vibrates off of it. I think these boots are okay too. There's some painted detail on them. They could have done with a little bit more, but that's no problem because I can do it myself. Outstanding. The other thing they could have done with her that would have made her better is she does have some micro braids in her hair, but I feel like if they give her a full head of micro braids, that could have been really cool. Maybe they'll do that in the future. I liked her new Skullette, but I won't be getting it because I don't need another Catty, and I like this one more. But I thought that doll was really cool. Catty, for me, is an outstanding doll for so many reasons. I love her. She's so cute. Oh my god. Like, oh, precious, precious. She came with a bag. She's got, of course, her cat friend. She's a cat, but she has a cat. I don't know, it's meta. And then her little accessory pack here, which comes with some cool shit. I love when there's a phone. These have a name. Eye coffin? Is that right? I don't really know the lore. I gotta get into it. Of course, she has a microphone because she's a singer. The broken mirror, the theming, so good. I was out of the doll collecting hobby when Monster High came back, so like, it like peripherally was there for me, but like, I wasn't there. Do you know what I mean? So I don't know if I had been there, would I have started collecting them? I don't know. That's the thing. Same with Rainbow High. I was more peripherally aware, I feel like, of Rainbow High just because of the quality of the clothes. But I thought their big heads were weird. But then, you know, I got one and fell in love. I mean, where are you gonna go? How much money am I gonna be spending on these things now? These are the questions that a person has to ask themselves when they did something that they promised they would never do. Honestly, I don't know what took me so long. I'm really kind of like blown away, if I'm honest, with the details and the theming and like the makeup and everything. Like, what? If Mattel knows how to do this, like, where is it on Barbie? Why isn't it on Barbie? Like, what happened to Barbie? You know what I mean? But there they are, everyone. My 4 brand new to my collection Monster High dolls. I don't know what this means for me and collecting Monster High. I feel like it's kind of the sort of thing where like, if I see one and I'm like, wow, I need it, like, I'll add it to my collection, but otherwise, like, I'm not gonna go crazy on these. I really want the Core Abby. She was on the list over Christmas and she was on like super sale, and I didn't buy her because, you know, I wasn't collecting Monster High. Now she's kind of expensive, but we'll wait on her. Perhaps she'll go on sale again. I really want that one Skullette Cleo. And there were like a few others on the list that really appealed to me, but like as far as the ones that are out now, these are most of the ones that I really want. And we'll see what happens in the future. I actually kind of like the birthday Cleo, but I don't know if I like her more than the Skullette Cleo. I don't know, that's a question. But the Nephra, but I can't have Nephra without Cleo. This video is very ADHD. I'm sorry, I'm just taking it all in and wondering, where have I been? And look at the articulation on them. They got a swivel on the knee, so they can do really cute poses like this. Of course, they've got the removable hands that I love. Look at how cute she looks. Oh my god. Okay. So that's just a little insight, I suppose, into me and my relationship with Monster High. How am I gonna collect these? Hopefully not too aggressively, because I really don't have the space for them. But since I've been pining over these, look at her hat. Since I've been pining over these for such a long time, and I got a great deal, and I practically paid nothing because I used my credit card points. I'm just extremely impressed and very grateful to have been able to get these girls and add them to my collection. I love the diversity. I love the glow up that the characters got from G1. Sorry, G1 lovers, I'm a G3 stan. I can't believe, honestly, that they come from Mattel, considering most of my experience with Mattel is Barbie, and Barbie doesn't come with quality and theming like this. So I hope I clickbaited you into watching this video today, and I hope you stayed for the lulz and to hear my story and my connection to Monster High. I hope you enjoyed it. What do you think? Let me know in the comment section down below. Do you like G1 or G3 better? A divisive subject. Who's your favorite Monster High doll? You can pick from G1 or G3, but then also tell me who's your favorite G3 doll. Who's your favorite character from Monster High? I'm gonna have to catch up on the media. And I'm gonna go now and see if I can find a place to put these little girlies in my display. But I hope you have a wonderful time. I hope you have a wonderful, wonderful time. Goodbye! You guys, this is a really... And I'm really, I can't even do this, seriously.